Hi, my name is Victor Oti. I'm a fellow at Sydani.
Hi, beautiful people. My name is Emanuela, and I'm a fellow here at Sydani Group.
Hi, good morning. My name is Ademola Badimosi. I'm a fellow here at Sydani.
Hi, my name is Century Mosu, and I am a fellow here at Sydani Group.
Hi, my name is Adam Chapo. I'm a fellow here at Sydani.
Hello, my name is Maria, and I'm a fellow here at Sydani.
Hello, my name is Jamal Yassi. I'm a fellow here at Sydani Group.
Hi, my name is Otoye and I'm a fellow here at Sydani Group.
Hi, my name is Comfort Obu. I'm a fellow here at Sydani.
The most valuable lesson I learned during my time here was feedback is a gift. So without feedback, we don't get better.
Okay, so the most valuable lesson I learned at Sydani is you never stop growing and you never stop learning. There were days when I felt like I literally did not know anything, and then there were days when I felt like probably the smartest person in the room, right? Sydani has a way of exposing you to the parts of yourself that still need development and guiding you through the process of developing those parts of yourself. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity I got to learn and grow at Sydani.
Alright, so the most valuable thing I learned in Sydani, honestly, there are a lot of good values I picked here at Sydani, but the one that I think was most valuable is communication. I learned how to communicate with people very well, and it's one of the things that I think will be very useful going forward. Thank you.
My most valuable skill or lesson learned would be problem solving, because it just has a way of making you think on your feet and build analytical reasoning.
The most valuable lesson I've learned during my time here at Sydani is that there is no such thing as I don't know. You have the time to research and come up with answers. You can never not know. You always have to research and come up with answers.
The most valuable thing I've learned in my time here so far is that you can achieve whatever you put your mind to do. It doesn't matter if you knew it before or you don't know it or it's your first time. Whatever you put your mind to do, you'll be able to achieve it.
Alright, the most valuable lesson I've learned so far is having a positive attitude towards problem solving and communication.
I think what I've learned is to really put myself out there in every situation. Always just try to stand out.
So the most valuable lesson that I've learned during my time here is being able to make friends. Friends that I can keep forever, friends that stick and can help me through all situations. So that's it.
In one word, what I can describe my experience here would be inspirational. I met persons that really inspired me to be a better version of myself, pushed me to be more disciplined, to be more hardworking, to work hard, and it was beautiful for me.
Okay, so if I were to describe my Sydani experience in one word, it would be insightful. So the Sydani Fellowship Program was a period of discovery down to the point of clarity for me. At Sydani, I got to learn about myself while on the job, got to learn about myself in a professional capacity, and I was able to gain clarity on the career path that I would love to pursue, which is HR, by the way. So yeah.
Alright, so my experience with Sydani in one word, that's going to be quite difficult, but I think if I was to sum up my experience in Sydani, it would be educational. Educational because coming here, I didn't know a lot of things, but now that I'm leaving, I'm way more knowledgeable than I was when I came. So it's been a completely educational journey for me. I learned so many things that I think will be very valuable to me going forward. Thank you.
One word to describe my experience here is inspirational because you could always pick people's brains and just come up with the best ideas.
Educational, because I believe my time here has been an educational journey. This is because every moment I've spent in Sydani has had me learning a new thing. I'm either learning how to use a new tool or learning a entirely new subject.
So if I was to describe my experience, I think I'll use 2 words. That's challenging and rewarding. Challenging because most of the tasks assigned were things that I did not have capacity to do prior to being assigned them, so I had to build that capacity. And obviously the reward is being able to do these things in the future now that I've learned how to do it.
Well, I would say intriguing, and the reason why I would say intriguing is, having to solve problems or having to do or carry out tasks you've never done before, and then making sure you do it well and perfectly is one amazing experience.
Engaging. I'd say that because you're always involved, regardless of KIDA, project, or whatever you're on. You're always involved in every process and everything that's going on.
Okay, if I were to describe my experience here in one word, it will be challenging. It's a new space for me. I have never been in this space before, so coming in here, it was like a challenge that I had to overcome, and thank God for how far I have gotten.
What next after Sydani? I look forward to building from my experience here, using it to become a better professional and to add value to the world. And yeah, that's a really good legacy I want to leave. Bye.
Okay, so what's next after the Sydani Fellowship Program? First of all, I claim retention. I really want to be retained at Sydani. After the fellowship program has ended, Sydani is a beautiful place to work in. The people are amazing, intelligent, creative, and this is definitely a family that I want to be a part of. But apart from that, I think what's next for me is, well, I think now that I have discovered myself to a certain extent, what's next for me is pursuing the passions that I have realized, and also continuing my discovery journey and my exploration journey to kind of figure out more about myself and grow, right? So yeah, that's really what's next for me. See you guys later.
Alright, so after the Sydani Fellowship Program, what will be next for me is, I think I would like to stay in consulting, something that I think really excites me. I mean, I've never really thought about consulting before now, but now that I'm in this space, I think it's something that would really be interesting to me. So I think I would look for a role in consulting.
What next for me after the Sydani Fellowship Program? Well, hopefully I get retained so I can keep up the creative energy. But whatever happens, I'm extremely grateful and I'm positive I'll flourish. Bye!
The next step after Sydani Fellowship for me is going back to school. I'm already halfway through my master's degree, so I'm looking to complete that. And then if I get it in, I'll come back and continue pushing for excellence. Thank you. Bye.
So what's next for me after this Sydani Fellowship Program is to take all the skills that I've acquired and put them into the next job that I'm at. And yeah, just take it from there. See you all at the top. Bye.
What's next for me after the Sydani Fellowship Program? Okay, hopefully I get retained, and if I don't, which is not a negative thing, with the experiences I have done, I'm very sure I would fit into any other working environment, which I'm looking forward to. Thank you.
I think I'll take all that I've learned here and apply it to whatever comes next, basically. I think that's it. Bye.
So what's next for me after the Sydani Fellowship is I'm going to take everything that I've learned here and put it into practice. Whether whatever comes next is going to be whatever I have learned here, which is all my learnings in data analysis and research, and I will put it into practice. Bye, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.